This stage, this building and this festival comes with an addiction to come back and do it again. Because as all artists, all musicians, all singers crave that sort of interaction.
I've loved it. I think it's wonderful. It's such a privilege to have this right here on our doorstep and be able to enjoy music making of this kind of calibre.
My parents moved up here in 2007 and we got to know people in the village through them. In some ways it was obvious that this thing we'd thought about for years would work here. That first year we were enormously lucky for the support of the villagers I mentioned, but also many people lent us their time, and they also lent us an instrument, they lent us equipment, lighting and things like that. And so we were able to put on a very high level of performance. And I think in some ways that's key to the success of this music festival. We've always never compromised on the quality of the music, the quality of the preparation.
Tis time, I think, by Wenlock Town, the golden broom should blow.
Programming the festival is about striking a balance. A lot of our audience are new to classical music, and not so new now, but that's exciting for us. It means a lot of repertoire that we might consider popular isn't necessarily known here, so we get to introduce the audience to various aspects of the music that we love. When I program, I try to also balance the fun and there's a great fun about our audience and joy.
Oh, my dearest companions have always been villains and thieves. So at my time of life, I should start turning over new leaves.
It's an upbeat audience, and I try and balance it with something perhaps a little more challenging, something that they might not have heard. And that has worked really well because they're very receptive, they're very up for being challenged and being taken down a new path. It means I get excited about making the programme, and getting together with Tom and Daniel and deciding what we're going to do.
What's so wonderful about this festival is that hospitality is part of every single aspect of the festival. We're very lucky that the village are so hospitable to us. What's really very special is that they give us the opportunity to invite them into our musical space and share with them things that we love.
When smoke stood up from Ludlow and mist blew off from Team, and blithe a field to ploughing against the morning beam, I strode beside my team.
Last year we started a new venture in the Young Artists Young Singers programme.
With the young artists
of Southrepps Classical Music Festival
2015.
Did you feel like there were two parts to that Arval on the
So
flat
on
there?
the Young Artist Festival,
seems to
we
be
actually arrive on the Monday, and the festival doesn't start until the Thursday. So we've got 3 full days of masterclasses, coachings, lessons with Ben and Tom. And this year we had the privilege of also working with Isabella Radcliffe and David Parry.
Don't pull in, I saw you. Well done.
To be in a place like this with wonderful people and just concentrate on the bare bones of what it is we do with some really fabulous teachers and coaches.
It's only there a tiny bit now, so let's just iron it a little. I think it'll also make life a little easier for you.
And then they perform again in the festival. The Young Artist programme sort of attaches itself midweek and has now become a really important part of it. And I think it will, in the future, I think it will grow. I think there's more to come.
It's very exciting. Even this afternoon I was following a couple of the young artists on Twitter, and it's great to see their progress over their careers as they feel going forward. And really love it. Actually, really love it.
It's phenomenal. People really appreciate what you do here.
With the Southrepps Festival, it was just very clear that it's just based on such a fantastic group of passionate people. It's kind of the generosity of spirit and time of just so many people to make the festival happen, not to mention the Ben, Tom and Daniel sort of to making it all happen. It's all wonderfully geared towards music, and I think coming in for the first time has just been a fantastically refreshing experience musically and even spiritually.
We're very fortunate to have musicians who want to come back. I mean, it makes us feel like we're doing something right.
In the moment of the music, nothing else in the world matters at all. Just the music. And after a coffee concert, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, an old gentleman who'd clearly been very emotionally affected by the performance, by the music, came up to the group and said that he thought that he'd experienced everything there was to experience in life until this morning. And that really stayed with me as a reminder of why we're musicians, why we work really hard, and why we're all here. And Southrepps always brings back this memory for me.
It's an exciting way, I think, of running a festival. It never gets dull.